like record and cut?
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and record everything.
Just like have a little discussion if you want to.
Yeah, we just wanted to be casual, you know.
Alrighty.
So.
Whenever.
Well, I'm recording now, so whatever you have any information, anything you feel like. How do you feel about Clemson Hope? What's your?
The first thing when I first got the email from Kendra about Clemson Hope, you know, I thought, you know, it was just like something. It was just like, you know, Clemson life at Clemson University is just like that. The first thing I actually thought about it was, you know, this is great for not only me but for just kids in general. I mean, the main focus of Clemson Hope is for kids right out of high school, you know, who've basically been, you know, living with their parents or their guardians, to come up to the outdoor lab for, it's like a 12-week program, and it's just to give them, you know, some independency, try to teach them daily life skills, you know, vocational skills, job trainings. I think it could be, you know, I know it will be a great program. We do need some, you know, some more people to, you know, come and everything, but give me another question.
What are you most looking forward to?
The thing I'm looking forward to most is just meeting the campers, you know, just, you know, learning about them, you know, learning, you know, where they're from, what they like to do, you know, trying to teach them and figure out for themselves, you know, what they like to do the best, you know, because when they get out of high school, just like I was telling you about my brother, you know, when he got out, he stayed in high school until he was 21, and, you know, because that's as long as you can stay till you're 21. And when he got out, he did a few jobs, you know, this and that, and he finally found him a job that he was, you know, best suited for, and that's at a flower shop. And he loves going in there every day, cutting flowers, making bouquets, cleaning out water buckets, just things like that. The thing that just really looking forward to meeting the campers.
Yeah.
That's my main focus, is just meeting the campers and, you know, just giving them an experience of a lifetime, basically. They, you know, it's all for them. The way I've always looked at camp is I always put the campers first. You know, this camp isn't about me. It's not about the counselors. It's not about the people who run it. It's strictly for the campers, and that's basically it. I would really like, for when Clemson Hope starts, I would really like for the kids that do come to be able to grow and learn, you know, new traits, new skills, try to figure more about themselves. You know, we have like a little schedule of how, you know, the camp's going to be run, and you know, we'll do different job trainings. Some, you know, one day, or, you know, for a week we'll do, you know, we might just focus on, you know, cooking. You know, we'll just, you know, do cooking, and we'll see if the kids like that, or, you know, which kids, you know, excel more in cooking, or which, you know, kids, you know, like, you know, they don't really prefer it. And then we might do some yard work outside, or we might do some, you know, painting, building stuff, you know, just whatever we can, whatever really.
Yeah.
Can you foresee any potential concerns that a family would have with sending their child to a program like Clemson Hope?
No way. I know it's hard for parents, especially with kids with disabilities, with special needs, to, you know, have to, you know, you basically watched over your kid, you know, 24/7, always making sure that, you know, really protective. And that's how my mom and dad have always been with my brother. But, you know, letting them come to camp for a week, you know, just over time, just to see how much he enjoys it and loves it, you know, it's something that they, you know, they have to learn to adapt to. You know, just like the Can of Sunshine this weekend, you know, when the parents come, you know, they're real hesitant, and all I can say is really, you know, everything's gonna be all right. You know, I'm gonna do everything in my power to take care of your kid just like it was my own kid. that's how I try to look at campers when I'm here. You know, whoever my camper is, or all the campers, but especially, you know, the camper that I'm over, you know, just like it was my own son. And going back to the question, there's no problem. There's the people here that work here, you know, they're loving, skilled, trained people that they love helping people. And that's why they're here. And they wouldn't be here if they, you know, weren't like that. Because, you know, Thomas and Leslie and all them, when they pick the people who work here, you know, it's a process, you know, it's a process of elimination. There's interviews, there's people talk, you know, this and that. And, you know, if you can't cut it, then you're probably going to know before anybody else knows that you can't do it. So you're already going to be out. And, yeah, I know it's hard for parents to, you know, want to give away their kid, you know, especially for a 12-week. I mean, this is going to be a 12-week program. That's a long time, you know. But all I can say is, you know, I'll be ready, and I know whoever else is there is going to be ready too. Mm-hmm. And that's all I can really say.
You mentioned like I guess it would be a class or something you have to take in order to, I guess, be deemed qualified for being a counselor for a program like this.
Well, there's not really a class that you take. When I started working at Camp Hope, the summer camp, 2 summers ago, and you know, I just applied. I came up, and me and Leslie Conrad, we had, you know, like an hour and a half, 2-hour discussion. She, you know, asked me various questions, you know, different scenarios, all types of things, and I answered them to the best of my ability, just like I'm doing with y'all now. It kind of felt like the same thing, like I was being videotaped. But, you know, I said what I had to, you know, said what I thought, and, you know, said, you know, what I would have done in those situations. And, you know, she called me back, you know, a month or so later, and, you know, said that, you know, we want you up here, and I was ready to come. I feel like the people who work here, you know, ever since, I mean, I've only worked here 2 summers, but just the people that I've met, and the people that, you know, I see come in, they're those people, the people that work here are just amazing. They're so friendly, they're so nice, and they always put others in front of themselves. Mm-hmm. And that's why I think that's one of the biggest aspects of being a counselor is just, you know, being able to, you know, put a camper or put 8 other campers in front of you. Because that's just how you got to look at it. Because they're more important to you than yourself.
Do you know what your role is going to be? What your position is going to be?
I am not too terribly sure what it's going to be.
Yeah. From
what I heard is the campers are going to stay the night. So the boys and the girls, they're going to have, you know, 1 male and 1 female who are going to stay the night as well. Mm-hmm. And if we have, you know, boys and girls that are going to come and the program's going to actually run and, you know, everything runs out smoothly, I will be the one staying the night, you know, 24/7, should be here.
You'll be spending all day with them.
I'll be spending all day and all night. The schedule of how the camp, you know, wake up, breakfast, I can't think of the schedule off my head, but I know, like, in the morning times, we either have like vocational skills or something like that. You know, afternoon we might, you know, go do some job trainings or, you know, specific tasks and stuff like that. And, you know, nighttime, the dinner, you know, and then after dinner and stuff like that, I'm sure we'll have some other, some kind of activity or something to do. And then, you know, just hanging out and getting to know them and stuff at night, you know, just talking, just sitting around a table. You know, just listen to the stories that we have to tell. Okay. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's really what I'm gonna be doing. You know, just whatever I can, whatever they ask of me, that's what I'm gonna do. And
all right. Okay.
All right.